Good morning, you guys. I was about to shoot a lovely video about harvesting flowers because I have a couple bouquets I need to make today. And I come to the garage to get my flower buckets and something doesn't belong here. I'm not really sure what it is. But cows don't usually go in the garage. This kind of stuff only happens when you're in a hurry. Like, I couldn't find this little piece that goes to my tripod to put my camera on. That was first. Second is my son woke up and he always sleeps in till I have to milk. Stuff only goes wrong when you're in a hurry. But let me try to get this cow back where he belongs. Come on, Oreo, follow me, please. Remember where that is and keep following me. Why? Why? I did get him out of the field and back here, but there's no gate here. So how in the world am I going to get him out of this corner? I don't know. This kind of stuff only happens on the day that you have stuff to do. Truthfully. Cows only get out when it's super inconvenient. When all else fails, get a bucket. It's one of those mornings where you want to give them a big old one of these with a finger in the middle. Oy. Well, that was pretty dramatic for a Tuesday morning. But you know what? Life is never boring here, I'll give you that. But I really do. I need to go harvest flowers, so let's go fill up our buckets. Well, wasn't that a dramatic start to the morning, but you know what? It's fine. My plan was to come down here and pick dahlias first because they're the most sensitive, and I wanted to get here before the sun came up over the trees, but obviously life had something else in store for me this morning. So I'm just gonna get to cutting now. My dahlias are just now starting to bud up. And usually the first ones to bloom are the cuttings I take, which is why I take cuttings every year, because they're first. I know they say that you're supposed to pinch all your dahlias. I just usually pinch them with the first cut because I like to see what flower it is to make sure that I didn't get any mixed up. And also, it's beautiful. Look at this nice, long, beautiful stem. I can't tell what it is right this second, but I'll let you know the varieties I'm picking later. But let's just get to picking because now I'm running late and I still have to milk in like 20 minutes. Ah! You know what the worst thing is? Picking a beautiful, what you think is going to be a beautiful peaches and cream, and there's bug damage and a Japanese beetle in it. It's about time I get out the bags. Japanese beetles are the bane of my existence, and they love to eat my dahlias. So instead of going through and pinching all these while they're still, you know, small, I just take a really deep cutting when I cut the first flower. And that seems to work out for me. This is the only speckled variety I have. It's called Huon's Carnival. I think that's how you say it. It is pretty cute for like a little market bouquet. Starting out with some pretty short stems, but I think I'm gonna just do like a mason jar arrangement, so the short ones will be fine. All right, that is it on dahlias. I picked just as many the other day, but they wouldn't have lasted till today, but I'll make it work. Okay. This little snappy. These are, I think, Madam Butterfly snapdragons. If you can see the little open face, isn't she cute? I have a couple stems of status I can pick. Possibly. That looks, oh, there's a couple little shorties, but I love status. I need to plant one more flush, I think, because I want to have enough to dry. This week's bouquet theme is going to be like, what can I scrounge together? Because my flowers are just now starting. But really, to be 100% honest, I did not market anything quite enough. That is my downfall. I'm not a good marketer. That's something I need to work on. But I have a couple CSA flower people that ordered a veggie CSA too and a flower one as well. So I think I definitely have enough for 2 bouquets. My first zinnias of the year are coming up. I think this is probably the little one. I'm drawing a blank. This morning has been rough already, you guys. The little one. Oklahoma. I bet these are the Oklahoma mix. Because I think it's one of the only mixes I planted. The rest I did colors. But in reality, they're not really ready yet. This one. Like, look how deep I had to cut this one. And at first it feels painful, but after a while you don't really care. You know that it's better for the plant to cut it deep so that your plant can branch out and make even more flower stems for you. But it is painful. Oh, this is a good one this week. Look at my puny little zinnias. They're really short, but I think I can make them work. Look how short these are, you guys. Look at this little cutie guy. These are some of my favorite early summer sunflowers because they're bright yellow, but they have a green center. These are some of my faves. I like to pick my sunflowers in a variety of stages so that they have a couple open ones that they can look at and be pretty, but some that are a little bit more closed that will open over the following days. Like I would even pick this one. Once the petals start to lift off the flower head, you can pick it. I mean, I would be happy with these little rays of sunshine. Look at that. Well, thanks to Oreo, he made it a real dramatic morning for me so far today. But yeah, I harvested a ton of sunflowers. Like, I have no doubts that this week's bouquet is gonna be just fine. It's gonna be really pretty. Just with what I have, like I said, I only have 2 that I have to fulfill. And then whatever extra I do after that is just extra. All right, I'm almost done. I just have to go pick up some like little greenery filler, and I have that beside the house. But I've got, like, I have a watch on. I've got to hurry up because I'm already late to milk. So thanks for that, Oreo. I'm standing in front of my jungle garden that's mostly volunteers, and then some that I plucked out of the garden back there before we laid all the tarp down, and I put it over here. So it's a little bit out of control because this is the neglected part. The part that I don't have time for, but everything just exists. That's what this is. But there are some hidden gems in here. If you don't believe me, just watch. That one's never gonna make it. So hidden in this space behind thistle is this oregano that's on its 2nd year, so it's flowering. And I cut the wrong. But look how pretty is that? Look at these cutie little dancers. These are gonna be so cute. I also have anise hyssop down here, but it's kind of past its prime on a lot of them. They were flowering really beautifully like a week or 2 ago, but now they're just kind of starting to set seeds, so that's not something I really want to pick this week. And then another thing out of this patch is I have some volunteer cosmos. Cosmos get a bad rap for being a cut flower because people say that they last like 2 seconds in the vase, but a lot of times the people that say that are picking them in the wrong stage. So most flowers you want to pick when they're open like this, but for a cosmo you want to pick it in the bud stage, so like a little bit later than this, if you can see. I'm gonna pick one to show you how you should harvest it, because this will die in a day. But if you harvest it while it's still closed, it will open in the vase and last much longer. So I like to have a couple that are fully opened and pretty so that they can look at them for a day or 2. But the majority of my cosmos I will pick in like the cracked bud stage. Prime candidate for picking is this one right here. See how the petals are just starting to lift off the center? This is how you want to harvest your cosmos, because once a pollinator has come it's pretty much over for the Cosmo. And they love the Cosmo because they have good open centers that are easy for the pollinators to reach. And then once they get pollinated, it's a death sentence. They're just focusing on making seed after that. So this is how I like to cut them. Now this might be the only one in here at this phase though, so not sure. Cosmos make a great filler too, so if you've got plenty of Cosmo plants, like I could cut this branch right here, and I use this for filler all the time, especially early when there's not much else. It looks cute tucked in a little arrangement. It's like the airy aspect of your bouquet, and I love the foliage. Mint also makes a great filler. It's just a little pop of green, plus it smells really good. One last thing, and I really do gotta go, is all this catnip makes amazing filler. Look at this. Isn't this magical? Sticking out of an arrangement. Beautiful. Smells good too. I'm really glad I cut it. Isn't this such a cute filler? So if you're not growing catnip, I started these from seed, but honestly it grows wild here on my property anyway. But it's a perennial. It flowers in early summer when you don't have a whole lot of other foliage flowering. And yeah, this is a must grow for me. Okay, I got a full bucket with no water in it because I dumped it on accident. But yeah, I've got to go because I'm already half an hour late to milk. So not only am I a flower farmer, I am a dairy farmer, beef farmer, chicken farmer, once in a while a pig farmer, veggie farmer. I wear many hats around here, which leaves me running the ragged edge a lot of the time. But it's fine. What else was I gonna do? Thank you guys for watching. This is my very first flower harvest of the year. I'm a little behind, but I think everybody across the board is a little behind because of the crazy weather we've been having. It's gonna get crazy really soon. I have over 1,000 dahlias that are gonna be blooming in no time, and it's gonna be magical, you guys. So just keep watching. By September, I'll be walking through my flower field, and I can't wait. But thank you guys for watching. I gotta go. Until next time.